I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay? Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've replaced him. He was a good listener. I hope you are. I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works? The police keep picking me up for public nudity. I black out, and then the next on the beach, like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious. I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all the sights. Dr. Decker could really get inside you. It was unsettling, but you let him do it. Part of the process, I guess. I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Decker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out. That's what Dr. Decker would say. He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis. I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help? I film myself doing lots of things, but it's not so easy to do when you're blacked out. Dr. Decker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly? You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are. I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath. I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing? You think my dancing causes my blackouts? No, I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that. Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now. Is that it for today? Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens? So, it's a date then. I'll let you know when. I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night. I don't drink. If that's what you want, I'll stop clubbing for a while. It's no biggie. I'm not seeing anyone at the moment, if that's what you're asking. Why can't a girl go to a club on her own? I like dancing. I don't have many real friends, I suppose, but that's what happens when you move about a lot. By blackout, I mean I don't really remember anything from the time I black out. I'm lucky to be alive, I guess. It's early days. The business isn't doing that great, but I really enjoy my job if that helps. You can make a lot of money or you can have a lot of fun, but you can't usually do both. Wow, let's get straight to it then. I'm not sure I feel comfortable speaking with you about that at the moment. Yes, the miracle cure that fixes all problems. You sound like a real doctor now. love the beach. Until somebody tells me it's going to kill me, I'll keep going. Have you ever been addicted to something, Doctor? I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday. Do I get a cake or something? I move around when I dance and geographically speaking. That's okay, I wasn't really expecting one. I'm a great swimmer. I won all these medals at school. I can hold my breath a really long time. Too long, really. The Pearl is great because the people are so relaxed. I think that's got a lot to do with the cheap vodka shots, or maybe it's just the black lighting. Who knows? I thought so when I first saw you. We should get on great. Like I said, I don't really know anyone around here. I think they think I'm a naturist or something. They picked me up 5 times in the last month. Dr. Decker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead. I never find my clothes. I don't know why I'm naked. Like you're not listening. No, nothing like that. I usually wake up on my side like I've been sleeping. Sometimes I'm partially covered by seaweed. I guess people see me and call the police. But someone will take offense eventually, and I'll be charged with indecent. Nope, don't know. I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds. I don't know why. When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun. It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout. Sometimes I go swimming in the sea. I don't always black out. Cool. I dance to anything with a beat. When I wake up on the beach, I normally feel refreshed, which is weird, right? I'm not scared, not yet. I just want to know what's going on.
I'm Elin, I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows. I started seeing Dr. Decker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes. It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything. Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much. I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care. It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me. I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way. The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them. I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Decker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems. I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep? Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone. They call me the angel of death because so many patients have died on my shift. I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way. I wouldn't. I'd want to see every sunrise and every sunset. I'd want to feel every breath. Everything gets more vivid near death. Dr. Decker was a strange one. He wasn't what I expected, that's for sure. I had mixed feelings about him. I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh. Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam or zolpidem. 3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long. She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me though. I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that. I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think. No, I feel lucky to share that moment with them. To be there with them when it happens. You know what I mean. Well, yes, that's true. But still, it was nice to be listened to. Yes, I love my job. I love my patients. Even the really crotchety ones, you know? Oh God, you should hear what comes out of their mouths. But they're like my children in a way. That sounds weird, doesn't it? I haven't really thought about it. My patients listen to me, but then I suppose they haven't got much choice. They're old. People die when they're old. I mean, medically speaking, it's heart failure or organ failure or pneumonia. They're all natural causes, though. Apparently, it's a Welsh name. I'm not Welsh. My mum's into all that new age stuff, and I think she thought it would make me seem more interesting. No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something to fear. I don't think death is an end. I think it's a doorway to another place. I'm just not sure where. Where do you think we go when we die, Doctor? When someone says afterlife, it just makes me think of wispy figures floating around in a white haze, like you get in those New Age posters. I don't really go for all that. I don't really know what that is. Something to do with Vikings, isn't it? I don't have any kids. Maybe I will one day, I don't know. At the moment, all my energy is focused on taking care of my patients. Maybe. Maybe we go somewhere completely beyond what we can imagine. We're only humans after all. We can't possibly comprehend what's really out there. Hell isn't real. Whoever came up with that idea has a lot to answer for. I thought I was stuck in purgatory once, but then I realised I was just watching a really, really bad film. Sorry, I'm terrible at jokes. I don't believe in God, so I can't really claim to believe in heaven. New Age, like auras and healing energy, crystals and all that. It's not really my thing. I've never really got the idea of reincarnation. I mean, are you still you? Do you know you're still you? And if not, how does that even work? Traditional medicine makes patients worse sometimes, don't you think? You must see it all the time, doctor. You take one pill, then have to take 5 other pills to deal with the side effects. Herbs are kinder. Obviously, you have to be careful, just like with everything. Giving the wrong combination can be deadly. Fortunately, I know what I'm doing. I love animals, especially cats. I think everyone is either a cat person or a dog person. What are you, doctor? Dr. Decker was a dog person. Maybe it's a therapist thing. Well, that's bleak, but I don't believe it. Well, that's bleak, but I don't believe it. Maybe it's natural to have mixed feelings about your therapist. I mean, you tell them all your secrets and they have all this power over you. You've got to trust that they know what they're doing. I think Dr. Decker knew what he was doing.
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor. Being rich has its perks. The most Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusions, as in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. I'm obsessed with my husband. Because he is here. He's lucky to be alive. He almost died. My husband is not a well man. His health. Since David, to be fair, there was only one violent outburst that hardly qualifies as a history of violence. I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shock. It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I tried to hurt David once. Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm rich, but I'm not made of money, and I'm fairly sure my time is up. The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband. I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belong to. You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. Dr. Decker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one. David doesn't work now. He's not very communicative anymore, so a job is out of the question. That sounds like a question I shouldn't answer without a lawyer present. He abhors technology. Mainly he hunts things and then creates huge, unwielding fires that I'm sure will be the death of him and the lake house at some point. I didn't really know Dr. Decker that well. I never met him outside of our sessions, and we spent those discussing my therapy, not making small talk. I don't know who killed Dr. Decker, but I imagine that in his line of work he met a lot of unstable people. Perhaps he pushed someone too far. David's not ready for company. I hope to take you to see him one day and you'll see for yourself. Iris was David's assistant optician. Not anymore. No, not like that. I didn't kill her or anything. It's just that I changed the optician into a florist after David died. Optometry was his dream, not mine. Who's to say who is sane or insane? We all see the world differently, don't we? We've been married for 7 years, but we don't have any children. Thank God. David wanted children, but I didn't. I don't think we would have made very good parents. There's no mystery to it. Some people are just not cut out to be parents. I don't think I can see either of us wiping sticky fingers or mending grazed knees. I'd been seeing him for about 3 months. I'm in a bit of a predicament, Doctor. I'll get to that. I should have divorced him. I wish I had. So much could have been avoided. I need you to believe me. That's why I'm paying for these sessions. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy and dangerous. Everyone else thinks I've lost my mind. They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk about it. I don't work. I don't need to. Everything's paid for 100 times over. Our altercation, the downfall since. Divorce is such an imperfect means of separating two people, don't you think? I suppose I don't really mean it. I thought he was my soulmate and that I would do anything for him. That's a weakness that has caused me problems. This is exhausting, Doctor. I'm not used to spitting everything out in one session. Yes, Dr. Decker did think I was delusional when he first met me. He changed his mind after getting to know me better, as I hope he will too. I'm an only child and my parents are both dead. Naturally, I inherited everything. It was an accident, but I don't feel like talking about it at the moment.
I started seeing Dr. Decker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes. The usual things: making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them. I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way. I've known a lot of doctors over the years. I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Decker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems. I don't know anything about that. I've known a lot of doctors. think it's terrible what maybe we go somewhere completely beyond what we can imagine. We're only humans after all. We can't possibly comprehend what's really out there. I thought I was stuck in purgatory once, but then I when someone said I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Ask me something else. No, sorry, I don't know. No, sorry.
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Decker? How well did you really know him? I hope you're nothing like him. I didn't really like Dr. Decker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind. Dr. Decker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself. Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed. You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again. And as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour. I'm a gravedigger, Doctor, and people are dying quicker than we can bury them. At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until... In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway. Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic. I stumbled across a relic myself, an ancient chess piece, a queen, I believe. The best chess piece, the most freedom of movement. Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God, but not anymore. There are two... Then we agree. Yes, Dr. Decker was murdered. I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. I do like to be in control, but then... If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways. You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we? I'm pro-cremation, not just because I don't have to dig a grave. Apparently, I've gone a little mad. For me, I... I'm not sure God would have given a man an extra hour a day. Not just a single man. My extra hour is a gift, but sometimes it's a curse. In the hour, people are pliable. They don't move. But I can move them. As soon as my hour is up, they start moving again, as if nothing has changed at all. Allegedly, Henley Church is located on an old Norman Motte and Bailey castle. I say allegedly because a relic was found and dated around that century. He wasn't a good man. I don't know how he could live with himself. Perhaps he couldn't. I know you're asking questions to try and get a bearing, but I'd rather not talk about that now. Let's just enjoy the getting to know you phase before the ugliness kicks in. I sound like I'm complaining, don't I? I'll stop now. Isn't it obvious? I've tried moving them, of course. People are often frozen in the most inconvenient of positions. I do a lot of work in my extra hour. I move people into graves. Doctor, pace yourself, please. This is my session. I'm paying. We're all alone to some extent, don't you think? I don't have any friends, so... I've taken a lot of pictures. I have great shots of all the tourist sites. It's amazing what exposure you can use when moving cars are literally frozen still. Must be the sharp focus.
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up? I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either. Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell. I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only two of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered. Yes, Ben found Dr. Decker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office. Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love, or remembering a massacre, whichever's more you. The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome, so I guess that makes me a suspect. I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Like little old me. Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor? Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you. They did mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you didn't agree, but I thought I'd let you know. That's very kind of you. I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when. I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names. Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know. I didn't see it myself, so I don't know, but I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? That's a new chair. All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose. He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting. I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job. I don't know what Dr. Decker was doing here, and my services weren't required that evening. He'd often stay late though, so it wasn't that unusual.
I'm having a loop day. It's a do-over day? You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah? No. No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it. Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right? I suppose it's funny for you. You won't remember. Anyway, I think I'll probably head home. This isn't helping. I'm having a loop day. It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah? Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill. Dr. Decker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loop day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the tablet, Doctor? You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Again. I'm having a loop day. It's a do-over day. You won't remember it. What's the name of your assistant again? Well done. Can you remember where I met Hannah? Yeah, great. Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me? I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days? Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory. It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. And someone somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out,
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?